Hi everyone, today we'll show you how to build the landing page using HTML and Google Material Design from scratch. The landing page has the name AirPnP. Please have a look the demo of the landing page after we finish it. This is how it looks after we finish it. We have banner, we have search session, we have explore Airbnb session, we have adventure session, we have photo gallery with light box, we have the form, and we also have the button at the bottom. It's called fixed action button. This button they call fixed action button. And we also have like navigation. When we click on this, we navigate to that section on the same page. And the search section, you can search for some sample data, for example keyword or any with suggestion. And the button slide out information. It's all using Google Material Design and HTML and CSS and some simple JavaScript. So let's start. So first we go to the desktop and we create, or wherever in your computer, create a folder named AirPnP, and inside this we create a file name index.html and one folder named CSS, another folder JS, and one more folder image. This folder, this we use to store Material Design CSS library, and JS folder we will use to store the Material Design JavaScript library, and image we will store all the banner and all the photos on the website. Okay, first go to the index. And save it. So let's type hello, save it, and here I'm using brackets editor, so you can download free from their website. So click here to preview the website for now. It's nothing, just hello. Okay, so first we need to go to Material Design website to download the library. Here, after you download, you will unzip the folder, go to CSS file folder and copy materialize.min.css. Copy it into our folder pnt. So go to CSS and right click and paste there. And then you go back to the download folder and copy the material line-min.js to our JS folder. Okay, so in our folder now we have CSS, and inside CSS we have material line.min.css, and inside JS folder we have material line.min.js. So let's link this file into our index.html. And then we link material line.min.js above the body tag of our index.html file and save it. And after that we go to another URL. So before we go to materialline.css.com and hit get started to download the library, and then we also link the icon, the Google icon font, into our file. So we paste below CSS folder, CSS link. And now you go to Google Fonts to download the font you want. So here I use Roboto font. So you can do it here, download here. You can download it here, or you can use the link, customize. So I will use 300, 400, 500, 700, and you can use embed link like this. Copy this one and paste here below this link. So this all the setup for the library that we need, and beside that you can also add another library like fontawesome.com. You go there, you create your account, and then you can create the kit for free. After you create a kit, you can copy the link and paste also inside the head section of your website and save it. So now in index.html file I have like material line.min.css and material line icon link and Google font and also font awesome, and in the body we have material line.min.js. But before that we also link the jQuery library into our website. You can use this download, or you can link using CDN, using jQuery with CDN. It's Google. Okay, now you can copy this one can copy this link and paste above materialize, that means that's JS, and save it. So we are done the setup that we link all the library into our index.html file. So next we start with the navigation bar with the menu, and you can see in the mobile version you can have the drawer, the menu, and you can see all the navigation here. For example, you select the bigger font, click on this one, you see navigation. Okay, let's start with the navigation section. So you can go to materialize.css.com and click on the components, and you select the Navbar System. You can select, you can pick any style you want, like for example this one or this one. But in this landing page I use this style, the very bottom, this one. You can copy this one and paste here and make the node Navbar section, paste here, and you can say this one is Navbar fix. You can see that code here, Navbar fix here. The class, you need to define the class Navbar fix, call that class. So we need to call that class Navbar fix, and we need to close here. And this one you need to call the class of the color. So you can select all the color from here, CSS color. You can select any color code you want, just call the name, for example pink or purple. Here I use purple, so let's call class purple. Save it. You can have a look here. Now you have Navbar with the purple. Okay, so let's change the logo name to AirPNP. See that? That's auto change because you use live review, so it's auto change. And I also want to wrap. This one inside another class container to make it narrower instead of full width like this. So wrap this one into another div container. Copy this one, save it. See that now it's narrower, similar this demo. can change this one to AirPNP. And this one we change to home. What I need to make, because we will use navigation, anchoring navigation, similar this one, we use that one as the ID, home, and then search, explore, adventures, and then we copy this one using Control D. If you using regular laptop, if you use Mac, you can hit Command D to duplicate this one. So gallery, and this, the last one is contact, and we need to make the search, explore, adventure, gallery, and the last one is contact. So do the same for this one. So just copy this one and paste here. CSS, retype it, save it. If you have the packet name Beautify, you can install that one. If you use packet, you can install that packet extension manager, and you search for Beautify. You can see it here, and hit install. After you install that one, you can highlight this one and right click, say Beautify. It auto format the text, the code for you. Look nicer with indentation. Okay, so we done the navigation section, but you can see here we have double. So because we haven't defined the we haven't called the jQuery library for navigation bar, Navbar. So after you copy that one, you need to hide that on the desktop version by calling this one. Copy this one and paste below JS material line, that means that JS, paste here. So inside this one, save it and go back to the landing page. Refresh it, you see that? Now you can only see one navbar, and let's view in the mobile version. Right click and select inspect. See that? Now you click on this, you have drawer, or you can minimize this one and click on this one. You see that? Similar demo. And also we need to define the ID and class, rows by for internal navigation. So let's check the code one more time. This Navbar, right? High on, you see the class high on, medium, screen, and below. High, on, medium, and down. That means below. So from like iPad version to mobile version, this desktop menu will be hide, will be hidden, and this will show up. Okay, so we done the navigation. Let's jump to the banner section. You see the demo, we have like carousel banner. So let's make a note here. Banner section. And let's go to the library again. To JavaScript carousel. You see that? And you select this option. You can pick any option you want. This one's still loading, that's why we don't see the demo. What you can scroll down and select this option. You see that? Carousel. You can copy this one, or you can type with me. Okay, let's go. Session. Class. So device slider, and then ID, home, or banner. You can define that one is banner. So this one, okay, let's make it home, and close that one. And inside that one you have define the UL class. Inside UL, define the class slide. Inside this one, define the li. Inside li, you have like image. So use inside the image, if you want to use the free image, you can go to the website pesos.com, and you can select any photo you want and download it into your machine, and after you download, copy to the image folder. So here I already have, so I just copy from my computer. So let me copy into my folder. You can download this free from pexels.com website and store in the image folder. So after that, you need to call it like image, and then banner 1, alt text, banner 1. Now define the class caption, because we need this one. The class caption include the title, description, and the button. Similar here. You can use the library. See that? Because the picture haven't loaded yet, so yeah. And use this one. So image, class banner 9, and then we define the caption section, the div for class caption, and center text, align. Beside this one we define the head. The header is h2. And say page, this and description we use h5. Just use dummy text. Lorem. Yeah, pass. Light, and the text color is ray text. Lighten 3. And this section will hide on small only. So this section will hide on the mobile version, or if you don't want that, you can leave it. So let's have a look. It doesn't display because we haven't called the library yet. So let's go to the footer and we call the library for that one, jQuery for that. Class slider, inside this one we say indicators, we set to 4, we don't want that one. And the height is 500. Transition, I set 500, and interval 6000, 6 seconds. So let's have a look. Refreshes. So you see now we have destination, title, and the description. So let's make the button inside out below the description. So we can use a btn large, and then purple color. One more. These are the class from the library I just called from material line library. You can see here buttons. See that? BTN large, and after that the color. So button large color, and let's have a look. Yeah. So let's copy this section 2 more times, and change the text to change the banner to another picture. And 7. And you can change any title you want. Let's have a look, and you can set right now this button center all the section. So you center the title, center description, and center the button. But here you can say like, if you don't want, you can say like left, align, and this another section right, align. So let's have a look. So you have one left, center, I can refresh this. So the first one is center, second one is left, and third one is right, similar to this one. So after we will add some margin to make more space between the description and the button. But we need to finish all this section first before we do that. So we finish the banner section. Let's create the CSS file. Or you can define style.css, and you need to link that one to the head section. Below this one, link and CSS style.css, and you can define style that one. You can call, so here have class slider and then button. So if you go here, slider plus BTN and margin 20 pixels. Now you see all the button has extra space. See that? Look nicer. Okay, go back to this one. Continue another section. Now next section is search section. That one is the bar. So let's make a note. First section ID equals search class section and section dash search blue some 2, and then white color, white text color, and center all this session center and define host by. Okay, now inside this one we define the class container. Inside that class container we will define class row. Inside row we can define S12. That means if you define S12 only, that means this section will be like display 12 columns, like full width on the mobile version or desktop version or iPad version, the tablet version. Inside we define div input field, and inside class input field we define the input. Now we do y and rate text. Now to complete if you want, and placeholder. If you don't want, you can leave it. If you want placeholder, you can put placeholder like search for places, hotels, and type is text. Auto complete. We need this one, so after we can use suggestion after user type and save close, save it, and you can have a look. Now we have this one. So you see this input field a little bit close to the top. Let's define the style for it. So let's get the class. Here we have section search and then input box. So let's go back to here. Section search input, and we define the padding 5 pixels. Margin 15, so 0, 0, 0. And font size, we can set this 18 pixels, and also important to override the default one. %, and border for this, and use F4, 3 pixels, and solid. Also important. Let's have a look. Now she's nicely down here, but we don't have suggestion yet. Okay, let's add that one into the footer. Add the slider. Add another suggestion for the search bar when user type. So you can select class auto complete task auto complete. Here you set the default demo data for it. For example, Cuba, Cancun. California. You can set as many as you want. Europe, and the last one Bahamas. Okay, save it. And semicolon here. Let's have a look. Let's try to type Cuba. Let's refresh this. Okay, Cuba, you see suggestion. Okay, so we done the search bar session. Let's continue with the explore session. So make a note, explore session. Now session, define the ID for it. Explore class session, and then session explore, and ray color lighten 4, and center the text. Now do the same. We define the class container. Inside this one, we need to define the class row, the div. You can see the demo. Now we need to put the title for that session. So we need to define the title H4, and inside this one class center, and now we can say explore and PNP, and if you want this one is the purple color, so let's span text and make explore text inside that one, and call the class purple text. That means purple text, and you can darken it a little bit, darken 1. Save it and have a look. Now we have this one. So this section, I think we need to section lighten, I type wrong. Lighten 4. Review it again. Yeah, lighten 4. So now we need to divide this one into 4 columns. Below this one, divide that one into 4 columns. So let's make another below this one, divide into 4 columns. That's S6, that means in mobile version it will divide into 2 columns, and in the tablet and desktop only 4 columns. So that's 3. So 1, let's do the first one and then we duplicate that one over. So we use the card components. This one, the card component, the card, this one. Okay, let's start. Div class card. So this one div card panel. Inside the card panel we have icon, title and description. So for the icon you can go to the material.io/resources/icons and then search for example hotel, and you can click on this one. After you click on that, you can click here, download it, or you can click here, select and copy this code and paste here. See that? And now here you can define the color for that icon. For example, you can set medium size and then purple text, similar text. Save it. Go back to the side. See, you have the icon a little bit smaller. We will define that one later. And now we need to set the title H4 hotels and description. I also use dummy text dummy text for it, so I can copy from here. Let's see. You can use low RAM dummy text. Save it. Have a look here. See that? Okay. I'm wondering why this icon so small compared to this one. Okay, let's remove this one. Let's remove the card. Only use the card panel. Save it. Still. Okay, here so instead using band for the icon, you can use the eye instead of band like before. You can use eye. Change this here to eye and set this one medium. You see the documentation icon using eye, and then you can set the large size, medium size, small, tiny. So here set medium. Let's save it. Go back to the side. You see that's bigger. So let's copy this section over. Control A and use beautify it. Okay. Copy this. 1, 2, 3. And here we have restaurant icon. Change this one to restaurant. This coffee. Or you can use local cafe. _cafe. this one shopping. Basket. Save it. Change this text to shopping. This one to coffee. Restaurant and save it and have a look. Oh, we have something wrong with restaurant. Okay. Restaurant. Now you see we finished this section. Explore section. Let's jump to adventure section. So we do the same. After explore section, make a note. Adventure section. And the same, do the same again. Session ID adventure class session adventure, then scrolls by, load this session, side define div class container, inside this one we define row, now this section we will divide into 3 columns, but before that we need to have the title similar to the above one. And here I use H4 again. And PNP adventure, and we can say class center, and I want this one purple color, so let's say this one purple. Span, cut it, put it here, space, and define this one class purple. Text then 1. Save it. Have a look. Yes, we have APNP adventure. Okay. Below that we will divide into 3 columns. You can type like this, or you can type the class S 12 class M4. Hit tab. Here we define div class cat. Image, and then on top of cat image, yes, images, and for that JPEG, cell close. And this one is on top of the image. This one is on top of the image. So you will need to define span class cap title, and you can use keyword. Okay, so save it. Have a look. banner 4, so this image banner 4. Tab and cap image title. Okay, let's, so you see the demo have the button here. When you click this one, so that's after span. btn float activator. You can find all information in documentation here. Okay. See that here? See that? Icon. You can see here in documentation class activator, and you can say halfway. You can define halfway fab activator. Okay, activator. And you can define wave effects, waves, line and purple. And here the icon, you can use material design icon again. So class equal material icons, glow eyes, and say add. Let's have a look. See that? Okay. And here beside this one we define card content. p-task, and we also use dummy text lorem ipsum. Do that. So I think this is wrong, so let's delete this one, and below this one define the class, close the class row here. See that, the button here. Okay, and we also need to add this one, halfway. Fab. See that, halfway, that means half. We just need to call the content for that, so we can say below this one, we can copy this one again. We can say this one div class equal card review. Say this one span. And you can define a keyword. Okay. Keyword and the icon, like close icon for that. So icons, close, and this way you can say close, and this float right. So we need to define here span last row cat title, array text, and text darken 4. Save it, but we need to put the content up. When user click, it should display the content. Save it. Okay, let's have a look. Click on this one, you see review the content and close. So you see that close button, float right here, close button. See the close button, class float right, we define class right, and the whole section here for review. This disclose information after user click on the plus button. See that? Oh, instead of plus button, you can like add button. You can say info. See that info? Yeah. Review it, info. Let's copy this one over. So let's say from here, copy it. 1, 2. So here you can say banner, change another picture, banner 5, and you can say whatever name you want, Cancun, and here say Hawaii or whatever you want, Costa Rica. But here you need to change this one, Costa Rica too. And here's Cancun. Okay, let's have a look. So we have Cuba, display Cuba, Cancun, display Cancun, Costa Rica, display Costa Rica. Okay. So we done the explore section and adventure section. So next section gonna be the book button with the purple background. Make a note here. Book section. Do the same section. Section book and purple, darken to white text, and center it, close it, class container again, inside container we define class row. This one only one row, so we define only S12. And here if you want you can define center. Okay, so let's make the button A, class btn, and then btn large wave effect, white color for the button, and purple text opposite text, darken 3. make the text dark a little bit. And inside this one you can add the icon. Materials, icons, and a line left for this. Same. And the text is book now. Right, save it, have a look. Yes, we have the book now. You see, but you see the button too close to the top, so let's put the padding for that one. So section book a margin 20 pixel 0 0 section books 20 pixel margin. See now the buttons align center. Let's have a look. So we done the book now section. Let's continue with the gallery and the contact form and then the footer. So we done up to book now section. Let's have a look mobile version so far. So let's right click and click on inspect and select the version of the iPhone 5. This is mobile version. File landing page, see that? You click on this one, slide out, slide out. Need to change this one. See, this should not the start here. Okay. And also we need to modify here the navbar a little bit. So this should not there. Should be close here. Okay, let's review again. Mobile version now white. Okay, and then we should change this one to home and this one to home. Now I just jump, haven't slide yet, so we will add that later on. So it will have smooth rolling when we click. It's sometimes we will rolling smoothly instead of jump like this. But we will add that one after. Let's continue to build our website with the gallery section. So in the gallery we have the title and 4 columns, and with the light box when you click on the pictures. This auto built in from the material library. So let's go here, the gallery, session. So we will define exactly the same whatever we did so far. So let's define gallery, session ID, gallery, and class, session gallery, shows by text center. Close it and div. Rows, and inside this one, before class row, we need to define the title, h4, photo, gallery, and class. Center, and here if you want this purple, we can define span. Cut this one. Photo and class purple text and text black and white. Save it, have a look. See that purple text, black and white. Okay, below this one, inside the row, we define into 4 columns. Add 12 if you want, or you can define S6. That means on the mobile version we have like 2 columns. And MP here we use the unsplash. You can use unsplash.com. Source that's unsplash.com. Spell wrong. Source unsplash. Yeah, you can use auto generate the random picture for you. For example, you can type this one here, hotel, will generate hotel for you. Okay, so let's hotels, hotel, and beside that we also define the class, material, box, and responsive img. Material box, responsive img. 2 classes. Save low for this one. Save it and then copy this one over to save it and have a look. See that? Now auto. Let's see. Okay. We have to define the library so that the lightbox to work. So here inside this one we need to define, need to call it box, and then your box. Save it and let's have a look. Refreshes. See that? Auto. So let's change this one to many different picture. It's up to you. You can change anywhere you want. For example, here say restaurant, and then nature. Nature, here nature, beach, yeah, beach. Then you can copy this row over. So one, you can do whatever you want, how many you want, up to you. Save it. See that? And let's change all the picture to make different. Travel. And here we can say city, and here we can say adventure, and you can see whatever word you want, like sea, and this one beaches. Tree, this is a building, and climbing, or whatever word you want. Save it, have a look. See, you have many different pictures. Lightbox ready to, and let's review mobile version. See, that's 2 columns. This one 1 column. So let's continue to contact section. We almost finished, so we have 2 sections left, contact section and then the footer section. This section we will divide into 2 columns. One is the office information, the office address, and another column is the form. So divide into 2 columns. S12 in mobile version, and then M6 2 columns. So let's copy this one. Inside this one we will use the card function. Panels, and card panel we can define the color for it. For example, the background color purple and white text. Center the content. Inside this one we can define the icon. A medium size. And email symbol, and below that is H5 and PNP address, and the dummy text. Save it. Let's have a look. See that one? Similar this one. And below that another section, another card panel. So below the card panel we use the collection. With header. All the class from the library I use it. So UL and UL can use class no, we need the div here. Only the UL. Collection, header. Inside this one is li, and this one we define call the class collection header, and this one H4 and office. And we use collection item class. Can say PNP booking. We can copy this one over. You can copy this one over. Three more, okay. And here we can use font awesome. You can use font awesome here. Search font awesome map. Right. You can use the map any icon, free icon you want. Let's see how we use class. marker, then any address, sample address, checkout road, California, US. Okay, capital this one, California, US. This one you can use font icon. S a font and phone number. The last one is the email address. You can use square and dummy email. You can use dummy email address. pnp.com. Save it and have a look. So now we done the left side section. So let's do the form section on the right hand side, the form section. Second column, the form section. So we also use the card. Panel, and we can define the background color, gray color, pattern 3, and here we define the title for the form, the text, this form, okay, and then we got a form. We have div class, I put field, put type text, name, and then class date, okay, and label, name, class, purple text, name. Okay, have a look here, see that? Okay, so this one a little bit big, so let's see H5, let's use H5 instead of H4, make it equal other side. So this should be H5 or H3. Okay, let's copy this over. And change this one to email. This will be email. This one is font. Okay, it's font number. Now the last one is the text area. So we will use this one again. Div class input field again, but this one we use text area here and that. Materialize dash area, right? And we call it ID and message, and we can limit the character data or built-in from materialize. Data length is 120 character limit. You can set any you want. Close it here, and we set a label for it. Message class purple text. Message, and then the last one is the button. Submit class btn and purple, and then value submit. Save close. Let's have a look at the form. So we don't know the form. See that message? You can type. We need to add the jQuery to handle the character count. So let's go to the footer to add the jQuery for that one. So again, import and ID, import text area message, the character counter. Let's say refreshes. Okay, you see that after you refresh, you see that 1 2 start counting, start counting down, counting up. Now we done the contact section, so let's finish the footer section. So the footer section, we will have social like follow us and the description and all the social icon, and also here we have the floating button. Let's go here. So the same again session. Session purple icon 2 white text center row, and then only one column. So we need to define the title h4, follow us, and here below that p tab like check out on our social media special offers, whatever text you want, just sample. And below that is 4 icons, so that's A, this is the link, so you can put the link if you want. Target length and class white text, and this is the icon. You can use for awesome icon. Class Facebook, and this will increase this one 3 times, so FATS. So let's have a look. We have Facebook icon. Okay, let's copy this one over. So for Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google Plus and Pinterest. So let's change the text. Facebook. This one is Twitter, and this one is LinkedIn. And this one is Google Plus, and this one, the last one is Pinterest. Save it. You see this? But all the icons stick together, so we need to put the padding to make split them separate. So let's go to style. Let's say class FA 3S, margin 5 ps and 10 ps. Okay, now look. This is current again. Sorry about that. You see that? All the social icons have the extra space between. Okay, let's put the last one is the float button. So to put that one, go back to index, inside the row, or you can put outside the row. I put inside the row this one, columns. Okay, that's here. Define the div class fetch action btn, close it. A class floating btn class low color and darken 1, and here this button icon I class material icons, and we can use node edit, save it. Let's have a look. Yeah, but you need to place on the slide or other 3 or other 4 buttons. You need to add that one. So UL and ALI. So floating red color, you can define any color you want, and you can say I class equal material icons chat, and copy this one over for, so you can say this is bookmark, and you can say this one setting font, settings font, and this one you can say send button. Save it and have a look. You need to also add the jQuery class, jQuery library for that. So let's add that one. Fix action btn, and this loading action button. Let's refresh it, and now you can see here, place it. Okay, let's change the color for this one. Instead of red, you can change this one to many color you want. Red, yellow, green, and blue. Refresh one more time, see that? All different color. So I think we done for the footer. Let's make the navigation row. So what we do is we just need to add rows by jQuery into the footer. So after the sidebar, let's add the jQuery for that. Rows by, and this one by capital, yes. And let's refresh it. Okay, let's click on search. Scrolls by. Let's check the body, make sure we add scrolls by tag here. Scrolls by. I'm missing the class here, and save it and refresh it. So I think this will scroll smoothly here. See that? And you need to add scrolls by for each section. Make sure you need to add class scrolls by for each section, so it can scroll smoothly. And let's have a look at the mobile version. Click on this, explore, still scroll, you see that? Scroll, gallery, contact, and click on this one, see the lightbox picture. Okay. Click on this. So I think we're done with the landing page PNP using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and also Google Material Design. Thank you, and see you in the next tutorial video. Please subscribe to my channel to view more tutorial to build landing page using the latest technology. Thank you.